Are Americans becoming dumber? And the answer is, drum roll please, yes. Yes, we are. And sadly, we're proud of it. I guess ignorance is bliss. We adults shouldn't feel too badly about it, though, because apparently we're just as dumb as they are. That is, according to a study performed for the International Assessment of Adult Competencies. In addition to reading and math, the study tested the calculation of mileage due to a salesman, sorting email, and comparing food expiration dates. Not only did Americans score poorly compared to many international competitors, the findings reinforce just how large the gap is between the nation's high and low skilled workers and how hard it is to move ahead when your parents haven't. As per the New York Post, U.S. adults are dumber than the average human by the Associated Press, October 3rd, 2013. Possessing access to more information than ever before, why are we so proud of this ignorance? Well, the internet and TV make it easy for an individual to find someone to agree with them, so they are able to block out and ignore facts and dissenters, even when faced with proof and or evidence. It is this kind of illogical and faulty thinking that leads to accepting belief and opinion over fact. In spite of the status of the dropout rate decreasing from 10.9% in 2000 to 5.9% in 2015, the average American IQ score has been declining for decades. Some scholars argue that we are not getting dumber, only more stupid. Others cite popular culture, especially pop music, as a contributing factor. Our popular music is literally being dumbed down. Researchers have thoroughly documented that pop music is the heavy equipment of the adolescent years. It is far more influential than computers, television, and movies in shaping how kids grow up, cites the Mike Hype. Scientists prove that pop music is literally ruining our brains, by Jordan Taylor Sloan, September 10, 2014. Some studies suggest that environmental factors, such as the internet, social media, gaming consoles, namely technology in general, has been accused of stifling the creative spirit of young Americans today. Others claim the decline of the U.S. educational system or its lack to adapt to an ever-changing world are factors that lead to this dumbing down. With a mediocre school system educating our children, whose faces are constantly stuffed in a computer screen, a television screen with the latest version of Calling of Duty blaring off of it, or ironically, smartphones tweeting about the latest trends or reality shows. Are we asking the right questions? Are we truly becoming dumber as a nation? Could it be that we're becoming less intelligent and not dumber? Times have rapidly changed. With both parents working or single parents struggling to support a family, these are the companions and babysitters of today's young Americans. Social media has transplanted socialization as the main form of communication, emoticons replacing genuine emotion, and high-tech games and gaming consoles slowly replacing reality. This overdependence on technology poses a serious threat to us, relying on our intellect instead. This has been the way the world has been trending for over a century. How was I to be the one to stop it? I did not know how to solve the problem, so I did the obvious thing. I Googled it. Believe it or not, Google didn't have an answer. Only more depressing articles of how we as a nation were becoming or already were dumbed down. One frightening article stated, hardly anyone takes the time to read a book anymore, and yet the average American spends 302 minutes a day watching television. 75% of our young adults cannot find Israel on a map of the Middle East, but they sure know how to find smut on the internet. It may be hard to believe, but there are more than 4 million adult websites on the internet today. And they get more traffic than Netflix, Amazon, and Twitter combined. What in the world has happened to us? How is it possible that we have become so stupid? Per the Charisma News depressing survey results prove the dumbing down of America has worked. by Michael Snyder, September 1st, 2016. The following is the current state of affairs. According to a report put out by Nielsen, this is how much time the average American spends consuming media on various devices each day. Watching live television, 4 hours and 32 minutes. Watching time-shifted television, 30 minutes. Listening to the radio, 2 hours and 44 minutes. Using a smartphone, 1 hour and 33 minutes. Using the internet or on a computer, 1 hour and 6 minutes. When you add it all up, the average American spends more than 10 hours a day plugged into some form of media. And if you allow anyone to pump programming into your mind for 10 hours a day, it is going to have a dramatic impact. In the end, I truly believe that we are all greatly underestimating the influence that mainstream media and technology has upon us all. We willingly plug into the matrix for endless hours, but then somehow we expect to think for ourselves.